Coming up in this week's episode of Coast News, Toxicator has officially opened as the first flat ride at Alton Towers in nearly 25 years, and yet another major new attraction has begun testing at Six Flags Qiddiya. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Coast News, and as always got some amazing news from different theme parks, rides, attractions and events all over the world. So let's get straight into the news today. Our top story for tonight: Toxicator has officially opened at Alton Towers. Now this ride is such a great new addition to the whole park. I know opening day for the whole park as a whole was, or even Toxicator, was definitely not perfect by any standards. It could have been a lot better, but like the saving grace of that day was the opening of Toxicator by far. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically Toxicator is a brand new suspended topspin built by German manufacturer Huss Rides. Located at Alton Towers in Staffordshire, England, the ride has been built in Forbidden Valley adjacent to Nemesis Reborn, on the former site of Ripsaw, which was a classic topspin built by Huss Rides that operated at the park from 1997 until 2015. Toxicator officially opened to the public on Saturday the 15th of March 2025, with content creator previews of the ride taking place the day before. Toxicator's opening day didn't go fully to plan, with a sewage leak occurring in the underpass beneath the ride around 4:30 in the afternoon. The leak resulted in a temporary closure of Toxicator, Nemesis Reborn and Nemesis Subterra for around 2 hours and 45 minutes. Fortunately, the park was able to resolve the issue, clean up the area and get all rides in Forbidden Valley back open, including Toxicator, which had its first night ride shortly after reopening. So as for like the rest of the opening day, apart from that little sewage incident in the afternoon, most of the opening day for Toxicator were pretty good. You know, the ride was running pretty well. Honestly, it brings such a great ride experience to the whole of Alton Towers, and this is such a well-needed new addition to the park because they haven't actually got a brand new flat ride in I think nearly 25 years. I think the last flat ride to be built, the last permanent one to be built before this, was Submission, which opened back in 2001. And that closed in 2013. I'm pretty sure they haven't got any major thrill flat rides since Submission, which has been closed for 12 years. So it's great that Toxicator is here, and hopefully, if this ride is considered successful by management of the park, hopefully, fingers crossed, they may want to add more new flat rides in other areas of the park. Because I did say this in the vlog, there are plenty of other themed areas in Alton Towers that are desperate need of more new attractions, especially more supporting rides, because literally, like Dark Forest only has 2 rides, they're both coasters, 13 and Rita. X Sector only has 2 rides, which are Oblivion and the Smiler. Both those areas need a good amount of new supporting rides, and that could really help with the form of brand new flat rides being introduced. But if Toxicator is considered successful by the park, then maybe we could see some more new flat rides in the near future. We'll have to wait and see. But other than that, Toxicator is a great new ride, and I'm so glad they introduced it to the park. In other news today, Rattler has officially begun testing at Six Flags Qiddiya. And this is a huge milestone in the rebirth of the tilt coaster, the reinvention of the tilt coaster. This is actually the first one that has actually had trains around the track now, which is crazy to think. But if you don't know what's going on, essentially, Rattler is a new generation Vekoma tilt coaster set to open along with the brand new Six Flags Qiddiya City theme park, located just outside Riyadh in Saudi Arabia later this year. Upon opening, Rattler will claim the records of the tallest, fastest and longest tilt coaster in the world, standing at 208 feet tall, reaching speeds of up to 73.3 miles per hour and travelling along 4,068.2 feet of track. Rattler will also feature the most inversions on any tilt coaster, with 5 in total. These include a stall loop, 2 0G rolls, a barrel roll down drop and a barrel roll. Iron Rattler began its first test runs on Tuesday and is now one of several rides and attractions currently in the testing stage at the brand new Six Flags Qiddiya. The entire park is currently under construction and is expected to open at some point towards the end of 2025. So now that this ride has begun testing, literally this is just yet the latest in a long line of several attractions that are currently testing at Six Flags Qiddiya. A few other rides are testing as well, including Twilight Express, which is a Vekoma Junior coaster, and there's a brand new large Intamin gyro swing. I think that's said to be the world's largest gyro swing. That's currently testing as well. But it's also a matter of when the signature flagship attraction of the park, Falcon's Flight, will begin testing. Because it's actually quite strange that we haven't seen any sort of testing footage of Falcon's Flight yet, because bearing in mind, the track for that ride was fully completed back in December. That was over 3 months ago, and we've not seen or heard anything about testing for that ride. But maybe it might not be too long until that ride begins testing, but until then we've got another record-breaking attraction at Six Flags Qiddiya commencing its testing stage with Iron Rattler. And it's great to see that this will more than likely be, I say it will be the first one to open, but if it's expected to open towards the end of the year, that means that either Siren's Curse at Cedar Point or Circuit Breaker at Circuit of the Americas, those will open before Iron Rattler. Iron Rattler will probably be the last, even though that's already begun testing. But what do you think of this? Are you excited to get on possibly this brand new tilt coaster when it opens with Six Flags Qiddiya later this year? Let me know in the comments below. Also in the news today, Paultons Park have submitted a planning application to open their first ever on-site accommodation. And this is a huge new step in the history of Paultons Park, because they are definitely an up-and-coming theme park in the UK, and this will take them one step further with the addition of a brand new on-site accommodation. But basically all the details of this new development, Paultons Park have submitted a plan application to build a brand new holiday village in the park. Located on an empty plot of land adjacent to Cobra, it will feature 90 lodge-style units of varying styles and occupancy, as well as a new shop, food and entertainment facilities, and a brand new park entrance. The development is expected to house approximately 700 guests at a time, with a mix of 2, 3 and 4 bed self-catering units included. The design and development has been described as a Scandinavian Village, with a rustic and traditional style being applied to the development. This allows it to blend in with its surroundings, with the aim being to extend the woodlands to create meadows encompassing a naturalistic look. A selection of images have been provided to give an idea as to what the accommodation will look like, with there being lodges, tree houses, camps, as well as ideas for waterfront, lake and village street. An opening date is not yet known, but if plans are approved then it may potentially be ready for the 2026 season. So yeah, there you have it, Paultons Park. They're already investing into the actual theme park itself so much already, including later this year on the 17th of May when they plan to open Ghostly Manor, their brand new Mack Rides gameplay theatre, which I believe is set to be the first one in the world. I could be wrong. It's either that one or the brand new one at Europa Park that's opening first. But they're getting what looks to be possibly the UK's best dark ride, and that combined with several other attractions that have been invested in over the years to make it a full-on theme park experience, and now they're adding a brand new on-site accommodation to the park, which will actually be incredible, especially for people who are coming from further away from the country to go and visit the park. It will be so much easier to actually find somewhere to stay to go and visit there if you're staying like overnight, because at the moment the Paultons Park does not have any on-site accommodation. I believe if you want to travelling down there and you want to stay overnight, you're going to have to find somewhere off-site of the park. This will make it so much easier for accessibility for people who are travelling from much further away in the country. And I cannot wait to see, hopefully if plans are approved, I cannot wait to see this brand new Scandinavian Village be built and hopefully open in the near future. And finally in the news today, Pleasure Beach Resort have finally confirmed that they are adding a brand new ride for the 2026 season. And honestly, I'm actually so excited to see what the evolution of Pleasure Beach is going to look like, because they have stated that they do have plans for a long-term evolution, and to basically make the park a much better experience for visitors by not only adding new attractions but also refurbishing old ones, keeping them operational, keeping them up to a good operating standard. And this new ride that they're planning is just part of that long-term evolution that they plan for the next few years. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically, yesterday Pleasure Beach Resort have finally announced plans to open a brand new Intamin gyro swing for the 2026 season. Codenamed Project 2026, the new ride will swing up to 120 degrees and reach a maximum height of 138 feet, making it the tallest gyro swing in the UK. Costing £8.27 million to build, it will be built on the site of the former Bowlerdrome arcade building and will be capable of seating up to 40 riders per cycle. CEO of Pleasure Beach Resort, Amanda Thompson, has said, "We're thrilled to confirm the addition of a gyro swing at Pleasure Beach Resort, with work already underway. We're well known for doing things on a large scale, so becoming home to the largest gyro swing in the UK made complete sense. The gyro swing is one of the most exciting flat rides in existence. It's dynamic, fast and incredibly high, as well as being completely weightless at the top. It will be a fantastic addition to our ride lineup, and we can't wait to see people's reactions when they experience it for the first time. We'll be announcing more details soon, and we're very excited for the future at Pleasure Beach Resort." So yes, they have it. They finally confirmed after months of rumours throughout all of last year, because these rumours literally started like middle of last year that they had bought a brand new gyro swing to open in the near future at the park, but it was never like fully confirmed. It was all pretty much rumoured, basically all for like the last few months of the 2024 season. But now that it's finally being confirmed by Amanda Thompson herself, and that they plan to open it for the 2026 season, so next year, and they also plan to make it the tallest gyro swing in the UK, which is actually crazy. Gyro swings, like the biggest one that the UK has currently is Maelstrom at Drayton Manor, and that only stands 74 feet tall. So this will be more than double the height of that ride, or nearly double the height, which is actually insane, because there are some huge gyro swings out in like mainland Europe and America and all over the world. So it's great to see that the UK is finally getting one of these like large-scale gyro swing attractions. And I really, really cannot wait to see Project 2026 officially open next year. So that is it for this week's episode of Coast News. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, then please make sure to like and subscribe, and comment what you'd like to see in the next video. Goodbye.